Funny thing is rather unclear on what came first, the game or the movie, because there were production conflicts between 20th Century Fox and Raven happened. But nonetheless, shitty movie, badass game. Just like that, we know what comic we're in. To me, Days of Future Past is one of the most important story arcs in the X-Men. It's like all of the prejudice in the world, race, sex, religion, all combined into one form, which are the Sentinels. And in a way, Charles Xavier's dream of humans and mutants working together did come, just not the way he hoped out. Also, Insomniac, I know you're making an X-Men game. I behaved like a good boy and didn't even touch your game. But come on, make a Days of Future Past game, please.
I'm the best there is at what I do. At least the people still living after I'm done doing it say that.
Hugh Jackman doing the voice. We could have called Steve Bloom, but Hugh Jackman doing it shows that he can VO. Also, he's our live-action Wolverine, and this is his story. Plus, taking a spin on the best there is at what I do line proves that Logan is not only a badass, but there's a part of him that he regrets due to him trying to survive throughout so many years. This is where I shit myself. I might need Wolverine Brutal counter here. And just like that, proof no matter how much damage you do to Logan, he can not only take it, but do tenfold more damage at anyone. Oh god, it's so weird to see his adamantium skull exposed like that. It almost looks like he's a Terminator. Well, he is created to kill people, so yeah. And just like that, we compare the movie to the game as we head to the Weapon X program in Africa. Now, the movie did set up with him killing his father, him being in the Civil War, both World Wars, and Vietnam, but the game just gives us Wolverine on a war mission, and does that damn well just to show us. Logan skydiving with no parachute. Should I be worried? Nah, he'll be fine. Title card plus bunny explosion. Seriously though, that was pretty f***ing awesome. The combat is definitely winning due to how gory it is and how brutal it is, and there are several ways to do environmental kills, and I tried to do them, but basically I only got like a few environmental kills, but I'm just too happy just slashing down the enemies as Logan with the claws. Also, the healing factor alone is just super gross. Like, oh god. This animation will be also used in Deadpool, but I feel like Deadpool's version is much more grosser than Logan's. Also, I can see why people will compare this game to the original God of War games, which is not a terrible idea, as people said the new game is like the newer God of War games, which is not a terrible idea again, but what's the point of argument they're trying to make? Think of it like this: Logan's old missions, the Weapon X program, the adamantium skeleton fighting the Hulk. It's like Kratos fighting the entire Greek pantheon like a bloody, hungry monster he is. And Logan finding his place in Xavier's and the X-Men is like Kratos being with his friends and family in the Norse games. So, pretty much, God of War is a good game to base a Wolverine game. The concept of Wolverine's enhanced senses of smell as an Arkham-like detective vision with a blue scent trail adds a good detail, and it will show how good of a tracker Wolverine really is. Proof of how far you are, you'll never run away from the Wolverine. Talking about losing your head, am I right? Right? Huh? Huh? Okay, I'll walk myself. Yep. Vibes. Silverfox and Logan's relationship is really sweet in the game, much more simple than the movies. It's one of the cute moments in Logan's past, and he kinda does deserve it.
Kayla, run. Don't ask why, just run.
But Logan...
Go!
Protecting your girlfriend win. While I do hate the relationship between Logan and Victor as brothers, In the comics, they hate each other because Logan was treated like a circus freak in an actual circus, and he killed Victor's dad. But the brutality of both these characters are strong no matter what. But seriously, the bar fights alone are dangerous, but put these two in a bar, they'll destroy the whole building. Jesus! Even in the game I can feel Logan's claws break. I once had a dream where I had Wolverine claws and they break just like how Victor did it. Oh boy, Logan believing Stryker, the enemy of my enemy is my friend, but knowing Stryker, I wouldn't trust him with anything. The adamantium skeleton. This is one of the most biggest moments in comics and the movies. And I think the game did much better, as it feels like an episode of Lost with flashbacks, and Logan painfully going through with it. Don't say William Stryker isn't Victor Frankenstein and Wolverine's the monster, because this is exactly what it feels like. Also, very much props to Hugh Jackman. Those screams make Logan sound so aggressively feral and in pain. Berserker Rage. This is like Spartan Rage and Sunio Surge, but more on Spartan Rage due to, the goal. Wendigo. These guys are in Marvel Comics and appear when Hulk and Wolverine first fought each other in Wolverine's first appearance. They're Native American monsters, but in Marvel Comics, it states that whoever eats flesh of a human being in Canadian soil shall turn into a Wendigo. Wow, and here I thought Canadians were nice people. Also, this would be the closest thing to a Wolverine vs. Hulk boss fight so far. If we ever get one. Please, Insomniac, please!
Who the hell are you?
I'm Dr. Carol Frost, and I work for Dr. Cornelius. I think I can help you.
What's happening to me?
As an insurance policy against you escaping, Stryker had you injected with a bioenzyme. It just activated and destroyed your regeneration and feral senses.
The fact that Stryker would predict Logan escaping by poisoning him makes him a dangerous person, and to both humans and mutants. He thinks he got Logan on ropes and sees them as weapons. To be fair, that's literally the exact prejudiced views anyone in the Marvel Universe sees a mutant. The fact that human would save Logan after several mutants died is something that makes you wonder how much pain would it take for a human to just say enough is enough. This also proves that Wolverine can do stealth missions, and also the fact that Wolverine isn't invincible. This is basically the same way Deadpool thinks of himself. He thinks like he's Superman, but in reality both Deadpool and Wolverine can pretty much take as much pain as they can.
Ooh! Yeah! Your bullets! They're really fast!
So the fact that our healing factor is gone, we're basically limited down to a one-hit death.
We killed the bastard!
I can't believe it! He's dead! Yeah, we did it! Target is
Command!
down!
Weapon X is dead! I repeat, Weapon X is dead!
Hey, somebody take my picture!
Lesson 1 about Wolverine for dummies. If you think you've killed Wolverine and you're gonna take a selfie and possibly post it on social, don't f***ing do it, because
Sure send me a copy.
the fact that Stryker will kidnap mutants of any age makes him someone you have no regret when Wolverine kills him. Like seriously, I would do the same. Well, if you can't beat him, flood him. And back to Africa. The interesting thing about the Africa segments in this game is that the Africa levels are supposed to be the Savage Lands in Marvel Comics, basically an island full of prehistoric fauna and dinosaurs. Wolverine versus a dinosaur. That will be badass, and I want to see it happen. Oh wait, I did see it happen.
Was that really necessary? You just wiped out the dinosaurs. Again.
You're welcome.
Logan's tracking skills for the win. Oh, Agent Zero, you're basically Marvel's Deadshot, but pretty much forgettable in the movie, but interesting in the game. Also, I think Activision used this section of the game for Kraven's level in Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions. The only difference is that I have a higher chance of getting shot if I stand still. Once again, no matter how high you are, you can't outrun Wolverine.
I'm supposed to be dead.
I'm a lot of things.
Things that need to remain secret. You're a mutant? I should have known.
What are you doing here, Logan?
I heard you
Before
phoned me.
anyone asks, no, Mystique was never in the movie or in the Weapon X program to begin with. But the fact that she's there indicates she's snooping around for secrets. And we just hit shit creek because the name like Boulevard Trask brings familiarity to the X-Men fans because there's a log of how his slowly growing hatred of mutants is shown. Okay, I never expect the Sentinels to be that big. The Sentinels I know were around 20 feet tall, around the same height as G1 Optimus Prime. Even though we know beforehand we're gonna fight this is like fighting Devastator.
See you up top.
What you think of the name, Kurt?
Okay, when it comes to Mystique, she has more partners than kids, and I realize. She's slept with Sabretooth, Azazel, and her current partner, Destiny. And her kids are Rogue, Nightcrawler, and Graydon Creed. One is adopted, one dead, and the other I don't know who the father is because Marvel is making it hard to understand how Kurt is born. So, it's a nice little Easter egg. Jesus, we're an ant to this thing. If ants were more feral and can't die. Headshot. Blob. There are many fat jokes I can make about this. Funny thing is that I think the movie did it better as it showed the boxing ring between two friends as they tried to exchange information. But here, a boxing ring is definitely too small and you need the open space, so a supermarket is good enough to make a boss fight with. Man, Blob is like a bull on a supermarket sweep, just rampaging through the aisles. This is possibly one of the more sillier boss fights. Oh man, this game did justice to one of my favorite members of the X-Men, Remy Etienne Lebeau, aka Gambit. Gambit in the movie is hilariously bad, but the game did it justice by showing his exaggerated fear and the boss fight, how he charges both his cards as projectiles and anything he touches with kinetic energy to turn it into a bomb. Also the fact that this is literally the best boss fight in the game pretty much speaks for itself. Ouch. Also, I would like to point out that this is the only level in the game where Logan is wearing his iconic leather jacket. Like, okay, I gotta admit, I love that leather jacket, but seriously, can't we do an unlockable and get the leather jacket as a skin? I just like the leather jacket. Come on, give that a win. Again, just looking at the level design, it's so beautiful with its gothic architecture. I feel bad for the janitor later. Also, I feel like this is an even matched fight. With Sabretooth, I feel like that as well, but here with Gambit, I feel like we're evenly matched even though we have two different power sets.
Whoa!
Saving your friends. Wow, just from this mission alone, it pretty much shows how brutal the Weapon X program is before we even know about the adamantium skeleton.
Not be a part of this.
Doing what's right. Oh, you, Wade. I hope you get more than that in your third movie. Oh, the betrayal. I think it did a little better in the game. Once again, fighting Sabretooth will always be this extremely brutal. And I think this is one of the most brutal boss fights in Marvel gaming history.
Wait, is that you? Kayla, go save your sister. I'll take care of this. Well, you used to be more chatty than this. I guess you're not the merc with a mouth anymore.
Oh god. You know those moments in a really extremely badass game and there's that part you utterly hate and are disappointed? Yeah, take away the point. Take it away. Okay, it's still a badass boss fight. Brutal. And they live happily ever. Oh shit. Okay, why is Silverbox walking to the river? Honestly, the movie's death did it better than the game. Once again, Wolverine's survival will always come through, and Jesus, that is brutal. I can see the skeleton of his bone, and it's all adamantium. Okay, please, Insomniac, make a Days of Future Past game. It doesn't even have to be a sequel, it's literally the first game. The 97 cartoon and Wolverine and the X-Men made that their first season. Okay, as badass origin stories goes, this is a win. A much bigger win than the movie. While the movie was fun to some people, I can't say this is a movie that doesn't have any problems whatsoever. The game, on the other hand, while Activision had their hands tied along with Raven's, they made sure to make enough changes to the story to flow slightly better and bring the dark feral brutality of Wolverine to life, because a majority of people, including myself, will forever address the game more than the movie. But I can't just trash talk on the movie over and over and over again. It had its fun moments, but those moments are somewhat amplified in the game, and Hugh Jackman always deserves a solid win for both roles in both the movie and in the game. Plus, God of War, both the Greek and the Norse, are perfect blueprints to make a Wolverine game, both in its characters and in its gameplay. You can literally see Kratos having a drink with Logan at a bar. Shout out to Rock Rider. And of course, the elephant in the room. The one thing I know after those leaks, well, it's kinda hard. But of course, whenever we talk about those leaks, think of it like this. This is Riceta. And here's Insomniac. So no matter what, these characters of Marvel, Spider-Man, and X-Men are in safe hands as both Activision and Insomniac both understand these characters and the pain they went through to be the best of who they are.